Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's angel reading with me, Christina. And again, Happy New Year's everyone. We made it, we're here, and I hope you're excited. So stick with me, stick with this feeling of newness, of freshness, and it's not too late to do things to refresh in your life and your surroundings with cleansing and purifying. I just want to let you know that you could still do that, and there's many tips online. You could Google. If you go to my fan page on Facebook, you'll find some of my articles and blogs, and I did write a recent one where you could do tips on cleansing and purifying. So let's see what the angels say for this week, the first week of 2012. So I am going to cut the deck here. And this is for Monday and Tuesday. And we have Merlina. And she's beautiful, and it says, "You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision." So as our week starts, Merlina, she's a very magical spirit. She's kind of connected to an unlimited source of knowledge. And it looks like our angels want us to communicate more with them and to be sure that we're taking our time. Don't feel like you have to be in a rush, because even though it is exciting that it's a new year, a lot of us are going through sickness, even some depression, feeling anxiety, feeling like, oh my God, we're making mistakes, and we just want to stop, some of these mistakes. We want to stop feeling this way. So Monday and Tuesday, take your time. Slow down. You don't have to make a definite decision or choice on Monday or Tuesday, especially if it regards something that has to do with your home, with your health, with your close personal relationships. So again, take your time and ask for the angels to help you and guide you during Monday and Tuesday. And it looks like you might think that you have all the answers because you might be focused on too much. So just take your time. If you want Monday and Tuesday, look at only one thing for each day. Say, okay, today I'm going to do this, and then the next day I'm going to do one more thing, and that's it. So take it easy. Now let's see what it says for the middle of the week. We have Aurora, and it says, "You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example." Wow, so this is just proof that we're going up and down, down and up and down. We're shifting, and Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday, Aurora is reminding us that after Tuesday, just something happens where we realize that we could have what we want, that we don't have to own people anything, especially when it comes to who we are. We own ourselves, everything, not really others. We could help others if they want to be helped, but we are the main star right now. Let us shine. And here it says, don't be afraid. In other words, as soon as you realize that you could go high and high, in other words, that you could elevate your consciousness, that you could shift your mind, and that you're feeling different and you're accepting it, if others start to be negative, it's because they haven't changed and they're realizing you are, and maybe they're not happy because of that, but that's not your problem, it's their problem. And it says, it says others will be inspired by your example. So in other words, don't worry so much about what people are thinking, because eventually you're going to make them see the light. Okay? So for the rest of the week, go with the flow and don't worry what other people think or say about you. Okay? Keep with your new thoughts and your feelings. Don't lose them. Because if you lose them, then you're going to be unhappy just like those people who might be judging you. And let's see what it says for the end of the week. And here we have Desiree. And she says, no conditions are favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help and guide you and comfort you. Wow. So as the weekend comes, it looks like the angels want us to, again, look into our feelings. And I think this card is connected to that, because it seems like things could be holding you back, but I think it's more your past. Your past is trying to come into your space because you're trying to create a new space. And the weekend just calls for you to be still, okay? And it says to let go of what you've always done, okay? So in other words, yes, things might not be so bright during the weekend, but that's because you're doing the same things you've been doing, and you have to stop that. Okay? Realize that it's not that you can't be happy. It's just that you're stuck. You know, you're deciding to think the same way. You're deciding to use either the same excuses or to be filled with the same emotions that kind of eat you up. They eat at you. So I would say for the weekend to really look at all your options and take it easy and don't feel hurt by anything. Okay? I know it looks like it's a very crazy week with ups and downs, but the key is that the angels are with you to help you. It's almost like you're going in and out of different energies, and it's okay because that's going to happen. But that's why in the beginning towards the week, the beginning of the week, take your time, and then the middle of the week, you're going to be inspired somehow. Something's going to lift you up. Then the weekend, look at your options. In other words, maintained, grounded. Okay? Desiree is just saying that you're going to feel quite emotional and you might not make the right decisions and you might not feel you're at the right time. And that's okay because it's just for that weekend. Things are shifting. So thank you for joining me for this week's angel reading, and be good to yourself, okay? No matter what, speak highly of yourself with loving words and protect yourself. Shield yourself. Envision a white light that's kind of like a bubble. And you could envision this bubble in the morning time. Or you could ask Archangel Michael to cloak you. And basically it means that he cloaks you with his wings or with his energy. And say, Archangel Michael, cloak me with your energy and your divine protection. Shield me. And then that will also protect you from these lower energies and these changes and the people that might be throwing their negativity at you. Have a great week. Hang in there and be with the angels. Bye.